I'm a counsellor in private practice, and I specialise in working with women that have pregnancy loss and infertility. So I'm really passionate about, I guess, those silent losses, the ones that are not as acknowledged by society. The main issue that people would come to me with is grief and an overwhelming, intense feeling of loss and perhaps being confused about it. With any loss we grieve, and there is a range of emotions that go with that grief. Passionate sadness, guilt, anger, resentment, maybe resentment of other women that are pregnant. Every woman and couple's experience is unique, so grief is like a fingerprint. It's very different for everyone. Some people cope with the support of family and their friends, but others find that it's a very lonely experience. So coming to someone that they don't know can be really helpful. Often women will never know why their baby has been lost. So that adds to that feeling of why has this happened, and those feelings of guilt and blame. What I do is listen to people's stories of their babies. It's incredibly important. So that's how I'm able to understand what it is that they've lost. So sometimes the work too can be maybe practical, helping them with some coping strategies, working together around managing going back to work, seeing people for the first time. So just sort of having some talking together about how they might manage those situations. I see couples and women on their own, but I do love it when couples come together because I think they offer a beautiful balance in the room. Women and men grieve the loss of their pregnancies, but they grieve differently, and they also have a different experience of what has happened. If you can imagine that dynamic in the room, it's really helpful to enable that couple to understand what each of them is feeling. And when we're really emotional, sometimes it's hard for us to do that. So in the counselling room, it can be just helpful to allow each partner to listen and really understand. I hear it often from men that they feel that they have to hold it together for their partners. But what is really important for them to remember is that because it's such an emotional experience for women, if they hear that their partner is struggling too, it's incredibly helpful for them to hear that. A big part of the counselling is enabling the woman to let her partner know what it is that she needs, because she doesn't need her partner to fix it. It can't be fixed. She might just need a cuddle, or she may just need him to listen. Maybe that they're able to do all those practical things like contacting friends or helping with the housework, and just those sorts of things that makes a huge difference. One of the most important things I think is communication, because people often don't know what to say if they haven't been through it before. So I will encourage couples to be really open with other people about what they need. I would say that we're getting better as a society in acknowledging pregnancy loss, but we've still got a long way to go. It's also, in some cultures, seeing a counsellor is a sign of weakness, and can be a sign of that person being very mentally unwell. So that can sometimes prevent people, I think, from some cultures coming to seek support. Everything that's said to a counsellor is confidential, so it is a safe, non-judgmental place for them to share whatever it is they need to. Going to the miscarriage support website is always a good place to start. SANS, that's stillborn and neonatal death support, they offer support groups. But the Miscarriage New Zealand have a Facebook support that many women find quite helpful. Talking Works is a website where people can find counsellors. I would like to see more funding for everybody going through difficult times, because we know that it makes a huge difference to people's mental health in the long run.